Hey guys, so today we're going to run through basically what niche is the best one to launch your graphic design or SMMA business in 2022 leading up into 2023. And then we're just going to run through a few points on what to kind of bear in mind when picking that niche, because kind of once you've selected it and started working in it, it's going to be much easier to just stick to that and you don't want to be kind of swapping around and changing. The first thing to think about is what industries do you know about? What industries have you got experience in? So for example, if your background is in real estate and you understand the industry really well, then that's probably going to give you a good head start on, the competition, and it's going to allow you to interact much better with potential clients. So that's something to bear in mind. What industries are you knowledgeable in? That would be my top tip. Second of all, what are you passionate about? Because the reality is with any business, especially when you're starting your own and in graphic design or in SMMA, it's a slog. At the beginning it's hard, so it's important that the industry is something that you are also passionate about and something that you enjoy, and you enjoy the people within that particular industry. So for example, if you're a graphic designer and you love design and you love interior design, then that might be a really good option for you, because if you're passionate about it and you understand it, you can kind of talk to your clients about it. It's going to come across much better and you're going to be able to build on it. And those days where nothing's working and your head's gone, you'll kind of go, well, I do love this, and it's just going to keep you going. So that would be number 2. Number 3 is going to be making sure, and this is quite important, that the industry you're working in or you're looking to target, that kind of niche, makes good revenue. So businesses within that niche need to be producing enough income that they can afford to outsource the social media management, the Facebook ads, website redesigns. So for example, you'll find in certain industries like construction, for example, if you're a graphic designer, you'll probably find that construction don't actually care that much about that side of the business. If you're in SMMA, it might work really well because you'll be able to bring in new contracts. But if you're doing graphic design, they're not going to find as much of a need in it. Whereas the creative kind of businesses, like for example, e-commerce brands, their website's really important to them. The way the graphics are laid out is also really important, because that is going to help with their conversions, especially if you're dealing with skincare brands, for example. The aesthetics are just as important as the conversions for them. So make sure the industries and niches that you're picking have a need for the services you're offering. That's really important. So for example, there are certain businesses that just don't make that much money. For example, if you're targeting personal training studios, the reality is most of those studios don't actually make that much money that they can always warrant to pay the big bucks when outsourcing. Whereas if you're doing e-commerce, which is the hardest, and I wouldn't recommend starting with it, but once you've kind of built it up, definitely go down that route. But e-commerce, they make a hell of a lot of money, so they're willing to invest and they understand the need and the benefits of investing in, graphics, high converting website ads, whereas a small personal training studio might not need it to start off with. So those are the things I'd really look to bear in mind when selecting your niche. Yeah, those would be my top 3 tips. So making sure you have knowledge within that industry, you're passionate about the industry, because that's going to help when, those days when we lose motivation. And third of all, the industry you're picking produces and generates revenue and has a need for that service. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.